The sun dipped low, casting golden light on Maple Street. Tall trees swayed gently, their shadows long on the road. Children played with bicycles, laughter filling the air. Houses stood neat with glowing windows and tidy gardens. But one figure moved differently, hidden in dark clothes. The thief clutched a small bag tightly in his hands. He glanced left and right, scanning for watchers. Sweat trickled down his forehead despite the cool air. The street looked peaceful, yet danger walked upon it. This was the calm before the storm. The thief's footsteps echoed against the empty pavement. He ducked behind a tree, hiding in the shadows. A neighbor watering her plants paused and frowned. Something about him felt out of place. She pulled out her phone with trembling hands. Police. Someone suspicious is running down Maple Street. Meanwhile, the thief peeked from his hiding spot. Sirens wailed faintly in the distance, growing louder. His heart began to pound like a drum. The peaceful street was no longer safe. Moments later, a patrol car rolled into the street. Its red and blue lights painted the houses brightly. Two police officers stepped out, scanning the area. Someone was reported here, one officer said firmly. The thief crouched low behind a wooden fence. His eyes widened, breath shallow as he waited. The officers moved slowly, checking every corner. A dog barked loudly, startling the silence. The thief's grip on the bag grew tighter. He knew his time was running short. Suddenly, the thief leapt out from hiding. His shoes slapped hard against the road as he ran. "Stop right there," one officer shouted loudly. Neighbors peeked out of their windows in shock. The thief vaulted over a garden wall. Branches scratched his arms as he pushed through. Leaves rustled as he stumbled, then kept running. Sirens wailed louder, chasing through the night air. Police radios crackled with urgent voices calling backup. The chase had officially begun. The thief sprinted between rows of suburban houses. Streetlights lit his path like spotlights in the dark. The police followed closely, flashlights cutting through shadows. One officer shouted commands into his radio urgently. Additional patrol cars circled nearby intersections. Trees swayed, scattering dry leaves onto the road. The thief gasped for air, his chest burning. Sweat dripped down his face as he pushed harder. Behind him, the officer's footsteps grew louder. Escape was slipping through his fingers. The thief spotted a dark alley and darted inside. Trash bins lined the walls, shadows covering his figure. He pressed against a cold brick wall, breathing hard. The bag clinked, betraying the sound of stolen jewelry. A beam of light swept across the alley. "Come out," shouted an officer with authority. The thief's palms grew sweaty as he froze nearby. A police dog barked fiercely. The hiding place was no longer safe. His options were running out fast. The thief bolted once more, back toward the road. This time, patrol cars blocked every possible exit. Flashing lights painted the night in red and blue. Officers stood firm, forming a wide circle around him. The thief slowed, realizing escape was impossible. His breath came in sharp, broken gasps. He looked around at houses and tall trees. Dozens of eyes watched from porches and windows. An officer stepped forward, calm but stern. "Drop the bag, it's over." The thief dropped the bag slowly to the ground. Police officers moved in, securing his wrists with cuffs. The red and blue lights reflected on windows. Neighbors sighed with relief, clapping quietly. Children whispered about the brave officers. The stolen jewelry was returned to the owners. The thief was led toward the patrol car. Jessica, the neighbor who had called, smiled proudly. The street returned to peace under the night sky. Justice had finally been served.